What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about how to make some good passive income with just starting off with only $1,000. So you're not familiar with passive income, it's a type of income that everybody's searching. If you want to be financially free, if you want to live somewhere on a resort, on a beach, never have to lift a finger again to make money, this is what you're looking for. You're looking for passive income. Passive income is income that's working for you. So the money is working for you, you're not working for the money. Or maybe you're working just very small amounts and you don't have to go to work because you're making money just passively. So passive income is what everybody wants, what everybody's searching in their life, but not enough people actually make the steps to try to reach that goal. Everybody wants to say, hey, I want to make passive income, but they always think it's very hard to do. They always think that they can't do it. It takes a lot of money to start off with. But here I'm going to give you guys 4 easy ways you can start with $1,000. But before we get into the video, remember guys to like, subscribe down below, and let me know what you guys want to see next. So start off with $1,000. Don't expect you're going to be making a whole lot of money with $1,000. Obviously it's going to be making very small returns, but hey, we all got to start from somewhere, and these steps I'm going to give you, you can literally go today, right now, almost immediately go and take the steps in account. It's not something like starting a business or something that's going to take you a while and it's going to take you a lot of work to start off with. So the first thing we're going to be talking about is obviously go back to the stock market. We're going to be talking about stocks that pay dividends. If you're not familiar with dividends, is a company pays dividends to people that own the company. So if you're not familiar with dividends, it's a way for the company to pay the shareholders. Not every company does it, and they all do it different ways, different percents, but it's a way that most companies do it. So let's say you take that $1,000 that you have and you invest in a company like Apple that pays a dividend of 0.77%. That will equate to $7.70 per dividend yield, and usually they're held every 4 to 3 times per year depending on the company. So that's not any money you can really do much with, but it's something you're starting out. It's $7 you made completely doing nothing, investing in a company, not having to do anything, not having to lift fingers. You don't even know that the next thing you know, that money is in your bank account. It's not going to change your life, but it is a good starting point. And also to take accounts with this is also taking account the usual appreciation of the stock price. For example, a company like Apple, it annually goes up pretty consistently, which you're more likely to even make money on the stock itself. And if you don't like Apple, there's so many options out there. There's companies like AT&T, Home Depot, all kinds of companies that pay a dividend yield every year and they pay every quarterly. So to start off with, that's be the easiest way you can do it. Just invest in a company you like, that you see that has a bright future ahead of it. You can do some research on it, that pays good dividends and has a history of increasing their dividends as well. So take your money that you have and invest in companies that you like to make some passive income. Make the passive income. It doesn't take a lot of work to do this. Anybody can do this. It takes literally just very small amount of research, and you can throw your money in somewhere and then forget about it. It doesn't take learning a lot about the stock market. It's just a very basic knowledge. So now we're going to talk about index funds. I like index funds more than I like stocks because index funds are more diversified. So you don't have to worry about if big news comes out of a single stock that could tank it or could make it go up. Index funds are usually more reliable, more stable because it follows a lot more companies. But an example of index fund is your 401k. If you work and you invest in a 401k, it usually follows the SPY. The SPY is the top 500 companies of the market, and the SPY is an index fund of just 500 companies. So you might be investing already in the index funds, you just don't know. You think you just invest in the 401k. But there is so many index funds out there, and they're so diversified depending on the sector that you like. My personal favorite is always the QQQ. If you're not familiar with the QQQ, it's a little more pricey one, but it follows all the tech sector, and historically the tech sector does really good every year. So I get paid a lot more than it does if I follow just the SPY. Historically that is, of course. The cool thing about index funds is that not only you're diversifying your portfolio, investing in multiple companies, but there's also index funds that pay dividends as well. There's a Vanguard High Dividend Index Fund, which is a combination of all the companies that pay more than average in dividends, which you can invest in, and it gives you the stability of multiple companies, but also gives you the benefits of getting high dividends every quarter. There's also the Vanguard Appreciation Index Funds. These index funds composed of all the stocks that historically tend to increase their dividends payout. So it means every year their dividends are increasing more and more and more. And what's not to love? You're gaining passive income from this index fund. You're getting the stability of being an index fund that is composed of many stocks. So it's very stable, and you're getting the appreciation every year of the stock going up, just like it does usually. So index funds are what I prefer other than single stocks just because they're more stable. You get the benefits of the dividends, and also you get the benefits of it going up just like a stock does, and they usually tend to be cheaper than the single stocks. Third, we're going to be talking about bonds. What are bonds?
My name's Bond. James Bond.
Bonds are usually contracts created by the government or companies that they're saying, if you loan us X amount of money, we will pay you eventually at a certain date with this much interest. So you're pretty much like a tiny little piggy bank that governments or companies use to make money so they can invest and go on about their business, and they can increase the value of the company. So why are bonds so nice? The nice thing about bonds is they're usually very stable. They're not a company. They're most likely going to be a government entity, and unless the government is going to go out of business and shut down, which is going to be a lot more issues than just your little tiny bond that you have, it's a very safe and stable way to make some passive income. You just hold a bond, you lend them the money that you don't need, they use that money for whatever they gotta do, and whenever your day comes to get paid back, you get paid with a nice interest. Usually these bonds, you're gonna make a lot of money, the interests are very low, and they're not gonna pay dividends like index funds or individual stocks. You get paid, it's a one-time payment, you set it up, you wait for the day, you cash in. And you can do this over and over again. But bonds are nice because they're so safe and they're through the government, so you know that 99.999% of the times you're gonna get paid and there's gonna be no issues there. So the fourth and last way I'm going to be telling you guys how you can make passive income is through real estate. Now, if some of you think you're going to go out there, buy a house and rent it out, fix it up, and put $20,000 for down payment, you can invest just like you invest in stocks and companies through real estate. It's something called REIT, Real Estate Investments Trust, which is almost like an index fund. You invest in companies that create real estate. You can be medical, official, public, private, any type of that, but it's a combination of all of those included the company that you can invest in. So REITs are so beneficial because it gives you the benefits of owning real estate, but you don't have to worry about having a tenant, you don't have to worry about fixing the house, wherever it is, taxes and all the kind of paperwork. An example of a REIT is a Real Investment Corp. They don't only pay you for owning part of the company, but they also have a 3.74 dividend yield every year. So you're getting also some benefits of the dividends, and this you could invest through the stock market as well. It's only real estate, but just buying it through the stock market still. With REITs, you can do research and you can invest in different ones. Some are into medical, some are into restaurant ownership, some are public, some are private, some are all kind of different ways. Invest in one that you like, invest something that you think is safe for you, that you like the dividends, the price isn't too high, and then the choices are up to you. I'm just telling you where to go to look for them. Invest a couple hours of research and you can start today, literally today, right now, right after you like this video and subscribe down below. You just go and start investing $1,000 that you've saved up and start making some nice passive income every year. You can easily take in these four methods. You can easily make between 20 to 60 bucks extra every year with just $1,000, and then the more you save up, the more you can invest, and the more the number will increase. And eventually, maybe in 30 years, compounding all of your dividends and earnings that you made, you might be a multimillionaire. That's how Warren Buffett made all his money, is through dividends companies that long term have high dividends and appreciate the stock of the price. That's literally how he did it. Everybody wonders, oh, how does he do it? He's a genius. He's a genius, but so you can be if you just do a couple hours of research. So thank you guys for watching this video. As always, remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace.